Need inspiration? Shop King Supers for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth.
Alright, and hello everybody. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? Hi Necrotic, how are you? Good evening. Hi Neighbor. How's it going? Hi Dabid. How are you? Checking stuff. Oh, I was trying something and I was trying this new light and it died, so that was fun. I had to fix that real quick. Oh, the difficulty. No refugee, yeah. Well, good. I know. Well, you're the one who got me the game, right? So, thank you. Hi, John. How's it going? Thank you. Good. Yeah, I'd come back earlier, but I had afternoon chores to do. You know, adulting, living with pets, the usual. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Stop. What is this? I keep on getting advertisements. Every time. Every time, man. I can't live. I'm doing good. Aw. I miss you guys too. I've just been super busy lately, guys. My energy is low. But the winter time means less outside time, which I prefer, so I'm hoping to be streaming more here soon. This will be my only stream this week though, since I was sick last week. I was supposed to go up to see family, but I'm doing that this weekend instead, so gotta do it while you can. Oh gosh, I got like hiccups. Ugh. Ugh. It's not nice to me. Okay, I'm okay. I mean, it is. That's fine. We're fine. I know, I felt bad canceling last week. My second stream back. I hiccup way too much. Not hungry hiccups though, I did eat. I did eat before stream, I can confirm. So we're good on that end. Yeah, so Slay the Princess today. Again, Dabid, I'm pretty sure, got me the game. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've only heard crazy good things about this game, so I'm excited to play. I did see that it has an update on the 24th with more options and lines and a whole new ending. So if we like the game enough, maybe we'll play it after that time. Oh, chickens on the bed. Yeah, the dogs are looking after me. They're good. Yeah, no, we have 19 chickens now. It hit me a little hard. It made me a little much on the bed. As much as I would love a house chicken. My mom says no. I am denied. House chicken. It's so rude. It's so rude. Alright though. I kind of had a little bit of a long day, so we're just taking a breather real quick. Now doing some breathing before I get into what might haunt me. I'm so excited though. I have spooky games to play. It'll be fun. I have some games on the list for October. My favorite season, spooky season. Hi Henrik, how's it going? But alright, I'm gonna give it like another minute. Just need to come out of the cave? Yeah. Listen, coming out of the cave is hard. But I have everything I need in there, man. Why would I leave? Yeah, thanks, Shot. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just you know, taking care of stuff, taking care of myself, but we're good. We're good. It's a process, but you know. Alright, I say let's hop into it. And I have heard that some paths don't take that long, so this could go this could go south very quickly. We'll just kind of have to see. Just gonna do this for now unless it's in the way, but we'll see. This is a horror game. Okay. Is it catching? Is it registering? There it goes. Oh gosh. I'm still hiccuping. Zeus? He's not... Jax is just laying there. Oh my gosh. This cat has been meowing non-stop lately, and he's driving me crazy. Hi, Poofer. Now come here. Yes, I know you want attention. I know. Dorcas. Okay, I did get on and just look through controls and stuff, so we should be good. I do think it's cool. There's an accessibility setting. And then I did do flickering images off. I don't know what those are. If it has issues, we shall see. I might turn it down a smidge. Just in case. But alright, are we ready to hop in? I don't know if I am. Oh gosh. The princess. Oh no. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
A princess.
You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I mean, oh, the end of the world. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Gotta move the screen too. Okay, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Oh, well, there's so many options. What? This seems kind of bad though. Can't someone else do this? This is the game. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Whoa. Get some sort of reward. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Silently explore. Let's do the first one, because I am curious.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do you have any evidence to back it up? Not going to kill her, but how can a princess consider that? Yeah, if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
This is me. Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
I just realized my big head's in the way. Hold on. I have become small once more. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Well, listen, I just have questions.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
My head is still too big. I have become super small. I have become super small.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But
unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
a lot of options. Okay, so those are all the same, but there's this one. I want to do... Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn. Okay, I don't want to say those other explore. You know what? No, I'll say this one. Can't someone else do that?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
The voice does sound familiar. I can't point it out though.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I only got one option. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Man. Oh, fine.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I mean, if she comes at me to self-defense, you know, to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Well then.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Not just the nonchalant. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Too bad I want to say that one. Just checking in on you. That sounds so weird. You know what? This one or silent? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Nah.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Hey, listen, I'm a horrible liar. It fits.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Nice. Okay. You know what? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
What?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, drop it.
The The blade tumbles out of your
The sigh.
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Hi, ma'am. I'm a lady.
We'll be fine.
Tips fedora.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Well, you know. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. The relationship? Are you coming on to me? Boy, hero, that's no. How would I get you out of here? Here because you're supposed to end the world. What's your name? How long? You know what? Let's just do what's your name first. That sounds like a good step.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Okay, how long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay. And there's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh, you
I don't
think?
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. But I'm inclined to entrust them. Okay, that's... I was hoping you'd tell me, yeah.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Fair.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Not the relationship. Are you coming on to me still? I want to click it though.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Alright, that's fair. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
What you gonna do? Cut off your hand?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Her hand? Well, apparently we've talked enough, lady.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No. I don't know.
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Okay, this is like some TV show you level shiz. I'm gonna keep you locked away until we know each other better. I don't know. Like, should I just do it? Should I just go for it? You know what? Let's do this one.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Oh, God.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh, I made my choice of looking in the basement. Fine. Okay, let's get you out of here. Listen, narrator.
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
No, you're probably gonna kill me, but it's fine.
Making a huge mistake.
I know, but I'm curious.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? Ugh. Check upstairs for the keys still lying around somewhere up there. Can at least find something to bring me out. I'll do that one.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Someone else here?
You know what? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Hey, let me out of here.
Shouts and pleas are
Hey.
met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Man.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Says you.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Ma'am, I don't want to cut you out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess or slay the princess? Oh man, the temptation to slay is so strong. It's so strong. That's the title of the game. But I wanna see what happens if we try saving her.
Against your better
Oh!
judgment, you place
Oh,
the blade against the
oh.
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Not her just looking
You
like that.
cut into her flesh.
Oh.
The blade is sharp.
Oh.
You make work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone.
She's just
as she pulls
unfazed.
the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Ma'am, are you
She
unfazed?
didn't so much as utter a sound.
What?
Free from her
What
bindings,
the hell?
the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's get out of here.
Ma'am, did you not feel that? Ma'am? Okay.
No.
Your
you won't have
Highness?
any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I just can't let her escape into the world.
Oh, the narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh. Oh! Wow, look at all that.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back,
Wow.
but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
What does that mean?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
You gonna kill me?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yeah.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Well, you know.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yeah. Oh. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Wait, we're going on? We're continuing?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
Oh.
of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Whoa. Wait, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
What?
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different
It
questions,
seems like
but
it.
fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute
Right.
irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it.
Oh,
I'm a professional, after all.
whoa, that's rude.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Slay.
Yes, but
Your
in
duty,
this
true.
purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I don't know.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. Yes,
The four of us.
here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
All good, Dabid. Thanks for hanging in. You'll be able to watch the VOD, so owie. See you later. Have fun with your RPG. Talk about this
Just be
princess.
quick about it.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Holy
You're the
shit.
only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Jack.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
That's
Not to
what
sound
you
like
say.
a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Our pocket?
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Also, what's up with our fingernail? Damn.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting.
Oh my
It
lord.
reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Ah,
Doesn't
yes.
prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Sounds like it. Well, I guess that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Can I just turn around and leave? I want to, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Not the wink out loud. And into the cabin again we go.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yeah, wink.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So, this? Yeah, this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Okay, but the mirror though. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I'll just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I
Whoa.
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Alright, well I guess let's take the blade
You
again.
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Alright, into the basement we go again.
The door to the basement creaks
Yeah, it's
open,
completely
revealing
different.
An old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you. The heavy
So many more
collar around her
chains.
neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
Yeah,
Hear yourself right now. Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
but it was.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Is that for like her feet or something?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Not sure I need to do much of anything. Alright, I'ma sit with her, why not?
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit. Yeah, don't be creepy.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. Been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Damn.
I never said I wasn't.
Oof.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
What if I want to keep messing it up?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, what happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Uh,
Maybe it'll fit.
okay. Oh,
I
okay.
hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need
Oh,
you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be
Right,
here to
never.
kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I want
I
to
don't
inspect
know.
the shackle.
I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I want to inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just
Oh.
wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
That sounds about right.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck
you
here
know.
together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this was gonna happen to me?
No.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
And we wait.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude.
Well, I was like, what happened to her? Continue to wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Ooh.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
Whoa.
And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Well, you know.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Excuse me, ma'am? Don't yet get the chance to respond. Something's taken her away and it's left something else instead. Oh, the mirror.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking
If
for her.
there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Late for that.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Well, I'm
I'm
approaching.
begging you, don't do this.
It's too late. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Whoa, it's you. Whoa. We're alone in a place that is empty, quiet. Proceed to the cabin. Wait, are we still going to the cabin? Are we out? Oh, we're at the cabin. Oh, it's her. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh. Explore options. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. Know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The
Interesting.
space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Was crazy. Okay, Gamer, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Did I already ask this? Do we know each other? No.
You are familiar,
Mm-mm.
but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this
I know
place?
only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit.
but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I'm not going back. Wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh. The game closed. Was he supposed to do that? She was really like, peace. He's like, you don't. You want to wait forever? Alright. I'm out. Interesting though, so I wonder.
Return to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments,
Oh!
I never left your side.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! You come back here after it closes on you? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die? Oh. Bring the prisoner to her. Okay, so now we're back at chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Curious. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
Oh, okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay, we're gonna slay her this time because I'm curious.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Not this one, apparently.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Just violence this time, you know what I mean? Violence. Pure violence.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Okay, so let's take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
Okay, enter.
The door to the basement.
Hi! Can I just be ridiculous this time? I kind of want to be.
Don't be a stranger.
Hi.
It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Hey girl,
You walk
hey!
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh,
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the
Okay,
world?
so there's an extra chain,
Focus on
but
the task at
no...
hand.
But no thing, and there's only the
And
two.
there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just
Yeah,
drop the
you
knife,
caught me.
and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Ooh, smart.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Nah, let's tighten our grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your
Yes.
grip on the blade.
You're ridiculous.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, whoa.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Uh-uh.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
What if I just throw it at you? You know what I mean? Just
So, you
chuck
should
it.
just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's
I'm
not armed?
positive.
Hmm.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
True.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Ow. Jesus.
You
It's
charge
slow.
the princess, blade
Hmm?
in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Oh, damn.
Blood sprays from the cut,
Oh.
your severed carotid artery painting
Oh,
the princess with
Zeus.
strokes of red.
It hurts.
You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Finish the job.
With the last bit of your
Whoa.
will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Damn.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
No.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And we did. Okay, so chapter 2, The Razor. Okay, it's a different title now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Oh.
basement of that cabin
Monkey
is
doggo
a
farted.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. Okay, but like, no. Hi, how's it going? But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her,
Oh,
and that
stinky
she
dog.
didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated instead of skeptic. Okay.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You lied to us. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we
Rude.
asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Yeah.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I just want to turn around and leave.
And away we go.
Good call. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Fine. Okay. Actually, pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond her own. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess.
Thank you. The whole world owes you
Okay,
a
bye.
bit of gratitude. Really. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oh, I guess.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, this cabin's real messed up.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There's
There
definitely.
isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
I
am.
care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? You walk up
Watch
to
the
the wall
American.
next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Yep,
You
there it
reach
goes again.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
A little ridiculous. It's a
It was
little
there a second
ridiculous.
ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Fine, I guess we can go. Door's effed up.
The door to the basement
Ooh.
creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Damn, you're gonna get like some splinters just walking down this.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Narrator, please.
Her
We've been here
grating
before.
voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There
That
is something
sounds so
wrong
fake.
with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following
One
you from
chain?
across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to
she's
trick us,
smirking.
but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I know you have a knife. Being so suspicious right now. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? Okay, I like that one. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, it does, ma'am.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
If I get close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I'm just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Then why are your hands behind your back?
A brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Yeah.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Narrator, you haven't lived through this, sir. Okay.
But you know who is armed?
You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Listen.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Ladies hide things in all
And
places.
why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Whoa.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Okay, but she wanted to see our insides. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I
True.
don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Oh, she sounds crazy,
Her
man.
smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Oh, yeah, she crazy. But what if you're just hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would
crazy
never
one.
hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Oh, she changed.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
That is what happened.
I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's exactly what happened. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes, you said you wanted to see my insides.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Oh.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is
Yeah,
only
we're the
going to make
deranged one.
violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Okay, nobody has to die.
Of course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
Listen, could you give me like a bow and arrow?
We're
Something
clearly still
from
figuring
a
out our
distance.
angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Oof. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
You probably would.
Silly little bird face thinks he's
Oh.
so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
That's right.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
True. I want to exhaust the questions. And we killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
I don't have the key.
Oh, Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Oh, she's scary.
Okay, I'm bored now.
Oh, hey.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit.
Oh.
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm.
Oh.
Just limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
What the hell?
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Oh.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Yeah, until she cuts her arm off.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Yep, there it goes.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. Use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
Bloody cheetah.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay, well, at least you're honest, I guess.
Squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, she's honest. Ooh, chapter 3. Okay, first time making it to chapter 3. Alright.
On a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. What? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards...
Sheet metal?
Excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Oh, the hunted.
We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every
The
time?
broken.
It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Thanks for
No
kicking me.
wonder things have fallen apart. You do
Nice to
realize
meet
that
ya.
every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damaged to
I don't know what
destruction,
that word is.
right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it.
No.
Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do?
Oof.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Yeah, but all I see is a mirror.
It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You only messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Mm-mm.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Okay, approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay, so wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Not an
It's time for us
illusion.
to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Wonder if she jumps out of the door though.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Oh,
They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
ow.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, Your Highness.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay, well, that's fun.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering
Oh.
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
Oh,
The princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
damn.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah.
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
It's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her. And we don't. We're panicking. We're gonna fight here and we're gonna have a stiff upper lip. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Well, you know.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Well, you know.
What a surprise.
What a surprise.
Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us.
This is skeptic.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
What the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
You know.
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Okay.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Oh gosh.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
She said show her something new, right? She went by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it, yeah. Doesn't work and she kills you again. And again. And again and again. Okay, the memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. Well then. We tried.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Oh.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
I'm stubborn.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's
The
nothing
smitten.
better than a capable woman.
Not the smitten.
Skewers you.
You're cute.
Oh.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
The cold.
She skewers you.
Of course.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, chapter 4. Okay, mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
It won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. Yeah, they're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Alright.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Oh.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh, I don't know if I want to see it.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
The narrator.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
Oh.
Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Oh, what the hell?
In the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
Holy.
Gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Probably not.
Painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
It's screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Do not act, and yet through the inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach. As her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else. Holy crap.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. Oh. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. And the deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum valleys between you. You're falling in love with this skeleton sword lady. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Holy crap. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Ooh, both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Oh. Wow. You not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Okay, approach the mirror. You do so. Oh, didn't mean to gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is it ourselves again? Mm-hmm. You've grown. Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh. Interesting. Oh, proceed to the cabin again. Hello. Oh, it's not Lady of Many Hands, it's Sword Lady of Many Hands. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I see that.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Not that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Ooh.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Alright, well I guess I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Dang, everything goes dark and you die. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay. Just silently. You know what, let's just turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
I doubt that, but fine.
But she just quietly continued down the path away from the cabin.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Right, turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Not my problem at this point. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're in the cabin again. Now,
No.
I'm not normally one for superstition
No.
or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I don't wanna. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness till I find a way out of this
There's
place.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The music is all distorted.
As you
Whoa.
focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
How many houses are there?
In every
Whoa.
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin. the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah.
You've
Just
doomed
maybe.
us all. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Well, you know.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Well. RP. Ooh. Okay, chapter 2, The Stranger. So we move on.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
Okay.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is
So
a princess.
we haven't met her in this
To
playthrough.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion.
Oh,
You cannot go further astray.
don't talk to me. What? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
What?
It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Not the woods. Not the wall in the woods.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
True.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Yes.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
I don't wanna. Yep, okay, head into the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that
You know I
princess.
can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
But I don't wanna.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will
Okay.
cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, fine.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
A lot.
can't just say that. But when
Well, look at
everything
it
here is
floating.
so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
True. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
And it'll be gone again.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Just a little.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Just enter the basement. Let's not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh, heavens.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Oh.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs. You know what? Let's do the harsh.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. but first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Oh.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Hi Emperor, how's it going? Yeah. The text was big, I'd make myself small.
Skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Oh.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. So I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
Oh.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Oh, hey girl, hey.
She likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception.
Shift.
Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay.
Oh.
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Oh.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh gosh. Okay, there's more of you now.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Holy crap.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
I know,
How would we
yeah.
even do that? Where
It's
would
only
we
been 2
start?
hours.
Could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Nope.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
But I want to keep asking questions. Getting down here was weird. Like, I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What? Like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay?
Yeah.
You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Hi, AJ. How's it going?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Oh, Lord.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't
Oh.
remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Whoa. Okay. Okay, what's your name?
You can address me as your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Okay, for all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Oh.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't
Holy
act now, there will be
crap.
nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
There's too many of her now.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Hey, I'm getting you out of here. Wait, does it highlight everything? Whoa, wait.
Wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her.
Whoa.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
Oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
My narrator.
falls apart.
Oh.
I think he's gone.
Wow.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, heavens.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her.
Oh.
I think we did this.
Oh.
Surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
It's a little.
Please.
Okay. I'll do my best. Oh. What happened? But you'll never know. She hears her reply. She's gone. Memory returns. Whoa.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Well. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
You're not messing with us, right?
Nope. When you approach the mirror, are you gonna be more bloated? Gaze into your reflection. And as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, we've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Yep. Hey, girl, hey. We're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of
Goodness.
contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
This is crazy. You know what happened to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe. You like this music? Yeah, it's nice. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, I'm just confused, girl. If anything, it makes me like you more. Damn. Oh, that says, but no, not really. It all seems so distant. As soon as I'm near you, I have no opinion. I just wanted to... Yes, you torture me, and I hate... You know what? It will be nice.
It says that your heart is
yes.
gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finish?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. Alright. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Crazy. This game is insane. Bring the stranger to her. Okay.
You're on a path.
History. Look at all that. Okay, return. Self-explain.
You're here to slay her.
You're welcome. Okay, yeah, let's... Oh my god. I haven't... It doesn't save at all? Alright, I think I'm gonna end here though, guys. I don't know if my brain can take much more. I'm like, that was insane, the 3 paths that we've gone, as it is already. So we decided to go ahead killing her. We tried to save her but failed, and then we just decided to keep ignoring it. Crazy. Yeah, we'll definitely have to play this more, because I'm definitely curious. What else is gonna happen? Yeah, my brain hurts even more than it did earlier. Perfect timing for me, since you're about to drive, yeah. That was crazy. It's super interesting, though. I understand why so many people like it. And it says to her. Yeah, so we brought the stranger to her. Illusion of choice. Bring the razor full to her. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Bring the prisoner to her. It's so interesting. Become your own jailer. That's a funny achievement. Yeah, guys, there's so many achievements. My reasons unrelated, yeah. I understand. Well, we'll definitely have to play this more. We probably will either in the future or after the pristine cut comes out. Because there is... I wanted to see when... The one game I want to play comes out. Holy crap, it comes out in 5 days. Oh, I don't need you ads. Yeah. Zuko just comes out in 5 days, so we might be playing that a lot sooner rather than later. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. But yeah, only stream this week. Sorry, guys. I will be gone the weekend, so that's what it is, but I'm glad I could fit this in today. busy. Again, I'll try to stream at least once or twice a week if I can, so we're hoping. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. It was definitely crazy and super interesting. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. And have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, guys. Bye.